We read the availability section. Now we are going for the section of speed, of data signaling rate, bit rate, bandwidth, list of interface bit rates, list of countries by internet connection speeds. There are limits in several countries about the speed of internet, I suggest. See also data rate units. I'm going to read an article again. We're going to stay reading articles and learn. You can learn with me together. We can learn together. As long as you put up those comments. I want to see comments. If there are no comments, then we are not learning together. The bit rates for dial-ups, dial-up modems range from as little as 110 bits per second in the late 1950s to a maximum of 33 to 64 kilobits per second V90 and V92 in the late 1990s. Dial-up connections generally require the dedicated use of a telephone line. Data compression can boost the effective bit rate for dial-up modem connection from 220 v.42 bits to 320 v.44 kilobits per second. However, the effectiveness of data compression is quite variable, depending on the type of data being sent, the condition of the telephone line, and a number of other factors. In reality, the overall data rate rarely exceeds 150 kilobits per second. Broadband technologies supply considerably higher bit rates than dial-up, generally without disrupting regular telephone use. Various minimum data rates and maximum latencies have been used in definitions of broadband, ranging from 64 kilobits per second up to 4 megabits per second. In 1988, the CCITT standards body defines broadband service as requiring transmission channels capable of supporting bit rates greater than the primary rate, which ranged from about 1.5 to 2 megabits per second. A 2006 Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, report defined broadband as having download data transfer rates equal to or faster than 256 kilobits per second. And in 2015, the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, FCC, defined basic broadband as data transmission speeds of at least 25 megabits per second downstream from the internet to the user's computer and 3 megabits per second upstream from the user's computer to the internet. The trend is to raise the threshold of the broadband definition as higher data rate services become available. The higher data rate dial-up modems and many broadband services are asymmetric, supporting much higher data rates for download toward the user than for upload toward the internet. Data rates, including those given in this article, are usually defined and advertised in terms of the maximum or peak download rate. In practice, these maximum data rates, are you following me? Data rates, including those given in this article, are usually defined and advertised in terms of the maximum or peak download rate. In practice, these maximum data rates are not always reliably available to the customer. Actual end-to-end data rates can be lower due to a number of factors. In late June 2016, internet connection speeds averaged about 6 megabits per second globally. Physical link quality can vary with distance and for wireless access with terrain, weather, building constructions, antenna placement, and interference from other radio sources. Network bottlenecks may exist at points anywhere on the path from the end user to the remote server or service being used, and not just on the first or last link, providing internet access to the end user. Network congestion. Users may share access over a common network infrastructure. Since most users do not use their full connection capacity all of the time, this aggregation strategy, known as contented service, usually works well, and users can burst to their full data rate at least for brief periods. However, peer-to-peer, P2P file sharing and high-quality streaming video can require high data rates for extended periods, which violates these assumptions can cause a service to become oversubscribed, resulting in congestion and poor performance. The TCP protocol includes flow control mechanisms that can automatically throttle back on bandwidth being used during periods of network congestion. This is fair in the sense that all users who experience congestion receive less bandwidth, but it can be frustrating for customers and a major problem for ISPs. In some cases, the amount of bandwidth actually available may fall below the threshold required to support a particular service, such as video conferencing or streaming live video, effectively making the service unavailable. Now, if someone can tell me why there are limits for speed in several countries compared to ours, why, for example, you can have a speed, let's say, of 1 megabytes in China and 2 megabytes per second in London. Why is that? That's a great question. Why is that? Speed's supposed to be everywhere the same. Now, if somebody knows the answer, please post it in the comment with my question attached to it so I know what we are talking about. Okay, I'm going to finish this one sentence and we're going to quit for now. Come back later. When traffic is particularly heavy, an ISP can deliberately throttle back the bandwidth available to classes of users or for particular services. This is known as traffic shaping, and careful use can ensure a better quality of service for time-critical services, even on extremely busy networks. However, overuse can lead to concerns about fairness and network neutrality, or even charges of censorship. When some types of traffic are severely or completely blocked, outages. An internet blackout or outage can be caused by local signal interruptions, disruptions of submarines, communication cables, may cause blackouts or slowdowns to large areas, such as in 2008 submarine cable disruption. Less developed countries are more vulnerable due to a small number of high-capacity links. Land cables are also vulnerable, as in 2011 when a woman digging for scrap metal severed most connectivity for the nation of Armenia. Internet blackouts affecting almost entire countries can be achieved by governments as a form of internet censorship, as in blockage of the internet in Egypt, where about approximately 93% of networks were without access in 2011 in an attempt to stop mobilization for anti-government protests. On April 25, 1997, due to a combination of a human error and software bug, an incorrect routing table at MIA network service at a Virginia Internet Service Provider propagated across backbone routers and caused major disruption to internet traffic for a few hours. See also AS 7007 incident and list web host service outages.